The Miami Dolphins finally get to play their first game of the season as they visit the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday afternoon on CBS. The Dolphins had the first game of the regular season against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers postponed last week due to Hurricane Irma, and they spent the week in Los Angeles preparing for this game against the Chargers. On the other side, the Chargers are coming off a tough loss on Monday night against the Denver Broncos. The odds open with the Chargers as 5-point favorites, but the public has bet this line down to -3.5, with the total steady at 45.5. The Dolphins have had plenty of time to get ready for this game, and they finally have put the trauma of Hurricane Irma behind them. The Dolphins have new quarterback Jay Cutler this season, who looked good in the preseason, working with his former offensive coordinator Adam Gase. The question that will be answered this week is whether the time off hurt the Dolphins. Their starters have not played since week 3 of the preseason. The good news for Miami is that they have spent the entire week in Los Angeles getting ready, and the Chargers are coming off a short week. The Chargers really didn't show up in week 1 until the fourth quarter of the game, when their offense finally got on track. But Denver's Shelby Harris blocked kicker Younghoe Koo's 44-yard field goal attempt with a second left in the game, and the Broncos won 24-21. The Chargers trailed by 17 points, but Phillip Rivers led a nice comeback, and the Chargers should have tied this game. The Chargers did some nice things in the opener, as Melvin Gordon had 54 yards rushing on just 18 carries, and he had 5 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. Keenan Allen is healthy, and he caught 5 passes including a touchdown. Phillip Rivers threw for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns. The defense was okay against Denver, but they did look weak against the run, and that could be a problem against a Miami team that features Jay Ajayi. The Chargers are playing in Los Angeles at the StubHub Center this season, and that means that their home field advantage will be next to nothing. The capacity of the stadium is just 27,000 fans, and the Chargers have no real following in Los Angeles yet. Taking a look at some betting statistics, the Miami Dolphins are 8-3 against the spread in the last 11 meetings against the Chargers. The Dolphins are 9-20 against the spread in their last 29 games versus the AFC, and the Dolphins are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games in September. On the Chargers side, the Chargers are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games when playing on a Sunday following a Monday night game, and the Chargers are 5-16 against the spread in their last 21 home games. Taking a look at some over-under stats, the over is 7-1 in the Dolphins' last 8 versus the AFC. The over is 3-1-1 in the Chargers' last 5 home games, and the under is 12-1 in the last 13 meetings between these two teams. We're not that impressed with the Chargers, as they let the Denver Broncos with Trevor Siemian move up and down the field at will against them. We're also not a huge fan of Jay Cutler, but he can play as well as Siemian, and the odds on this game should be closer to a pick, so it will probably go down to the wire. We'll take the points with the Miami Dolphins at +3.5.